Welcome to Not Boring English. Today's story is called I Need a Doctor, and it is for learners at the A2 B1 level. If the text is difficult, you can use playback speed settings to slow down the video. The night my body said, "Stop." I remember the night like a loud bell. I woke up with a strong pain in my chest and a sharp ache under my right arm. At first, I thought it was only stress or too much coffee. I tried to sleep again, but the pain did not go away. I sat on the edge of my bed and put my hand on my chest. My heart beat fast. I felt scared. I am a woman who travels for work. That week, I had many meetings and little sleep. I often say yes to everything. I eat quick food and I do not rest well. I had a small cough for 2 weeks, but I thought it was nothing. Now the pain felt new and big. I knew I could not wait. I called my friend Anna. She lives in the same city. Anna said, "Go to the clinic now. Do not wait." Her voice was calm. Her words helped me move. I put on my shoes and the rain started. The night was cold. I walked to the bus stop and held my jacket tight. At the clinic, the waiting room had low lights and soft chairs. People sat quietly. A baby cried in the corner. I filled a short form with my name and the reason I was there. My hands shook. A nurse called my name after 20 minutes. She looked friendly and spoke slowly. I tried to speak clearly. I said, "I have chest pain." The nurse asked many small questions. She checked my temperature and my blood pressure. The machine beeped. The nurse nodded and said she would tell the doctor. The doctor came in with a warm smile. She asked me to sit on the exam table. Her voice was calm, like a friend. She listened when I told my story. I spoke about the meetings, the cough, and the pain. I told her about the stress and the coffee. She touched my shoulder and said, "We will do tests. Do not be afraid." Her kindness made me feel better. The doctor ordered an X-ray and a blood test. I watched the X-ray machine and felt a little silly for being nervous. A young technician showed me how to stand. The light flashed and the picture was quick. I waited again for the results. Waiting felt long, but the nurses offered me water and a warm blanket. Their small acts made me feel cared for. When the doctor returned, she had a serious look, but not a scary one. She said the tests were mostly okay. My lungs were clear. My blood did not show a big infection. Then she said the word that made me breathe hard. "Costochondritis." I asked, "What is that?" She explained in simple words. She said it was inflammation of the cartilage near my ribs. It can cause sharp chest pain. It is not a heart attack. The doctor told me many people get it after a cough or after too much strain with exercises. She said it can hurt a lot, but it can get better with time. I felt tears in my eyes, not because I was sad, but because I was relieved. The word, "not a heart attack," was like light. The doctor gave me a small plan. She gave a pain medicine for 3 days and said to use a warm pad on my chest. She told me to sleep more and to avoid heavy lifting. She also asked me to see a doctor again in a week if the pain did not go away. I thanked her and asked a simple question. "Can I work tomorrow?" She said, "Take 2 days rest. Work from home if you can." I remembered my meetings and the strong push I always give myself. I had to learn to say no. The doctor's calm voice made me promise to take care of myself. On the bus home, the rain had stopped. I thought about the small choices I make every day. I thought of coffee at midnight and the urgent emails at dawn. I thought of the nights I skipped meals. I felt a new feeling. I must change. Not for anyone else, but for myself. The next 2 days, I stayed in my small apartment. I slept a lot. I drank warm tea, and I called Anna to talk. She listened and did not tell me I was lazy. She said, "You are human. You need rest." I learned to say the word no to one tight meeting and to move one call to next week. That change felt strange, but good. After 4 days, the pain became smaller. I used the warm pad and I took the medicine. I walked slowly in the park for 10 minutes each day. The air and the light helped. I started to eat simple food again and to drink more water. I wrote a short list of small rules for health. Sleep 7 hours, drink water, do light exercise, and do not skip meals. I put the list on my fridge. 1 week later, I went back to the clinic for a check. The doctor smiled and said I was better. She said my chest sounded good, and my cough was almost gone. She told me to keep the new habits. She said, "You had a warning sign. You listened. That is very important." I felt proud and small at the same time. Proud because I went to the doctor. Small because I realized how easy it is to forget my health. A month later, I told this story at a small work meeting. I spoke slowly and clearly. A young man in the room raised his hand and said, "I did not know costochondritis was real. Thank you." A woman came to me after and said, "I will go to the clinic if I ever feel like you did." Her words felt like a new promise. I saw that my choice to ask for help helped others too. The moral of my story is simple. When your body tells you something is wrong, listen. Do not be afraid to ask for help. A doctor can give you answers and peace. It is not weak to rest. It is brave to take care of yourself. I still work hard, but now I remember to drink water, sleep well, and say no when my body needs rest. My life is better because of one night and one kind doctor. Comprehension. Questions now. I will ask a few questions about the story to check your understanding. 1. What symptom made the narrator go to the clinic? 2. What diagnosis did the doctor give the narrator? 3. What 2 changes did the narrator make after the visit? Write your answers in the comments to practice writing in English. Thank you for watching Not Boring English and listening to I Need a Doctor. Did you learn a health word from the story? Tell me in the comments, and please subscribe for more stories like this.